When should you flash your headlights at other road users? A. When telling them that you have right of way. B. When showing that you're about to turn. C. When showing that you're giving way. D. When letting them know that you're there. D. When letting them know that you're there. You're driving at night. What should you do if you're dazzled by headlights coming towards you? A. Shade your eyes with your hand. B. Flash your main beam headlights. C. Slow down or stop. D. Pull down your sun visor. C. Slow down or stop. Your vehicle has broken down on a motorway. In which direction should you walk to find the nearest emergency telephone? A. With the traffic flow. B. In the direction shown on the marker posts. C. Facing oncoming traffic. D. In the direction of the nearest exit. B. In the direction shown on the marker posts. Why should you check the information leaflet before taking any medicine? A. Drug companies want customer feedback on their products. B. The medicine you take may affect your hearing. C. Some types of medicine can affect your ability to drive safely. D. You may have to let your insurance company know about the medicine. C. Some types of medicine can affect your ability to drive safely. What does this sign mean? A. Slow down before the speed camera. B. You are not allowed to take photographs. C. You are allowed to take photographs. D. Two cameras are in use to measure average speed. D. Two cameras are in use to measure average speed. What does this sign tell you? A. End of maximum speed requirement. B. End of minimum speed requirement. C. Start of minimum speed requirement. D. Start of maximum speed requirement. B. End of minimum speed requirement. What does this sign mean? A. Exit slip road separates from the main carriageway. B. Lane ahead is closed and traffic should move to the next lane on the left. C. Junctions with deceleration lanes and direction of slip roads. D. Appropriate lanes to use for turning movements at a junction ahead. B. Lane ahead is closed and traffic should move to the next lane on the left. What should you do as you approach this lorry? A. Move to the right-hand side of the road. B. Flash your lights at the lorry. C. Make the lorry wait for you. D. Slow down and be prepared to wait. D. Slow down and be prepared to wait. What does this sign mean? A. No buses or pedal cycles allowed. B. Look out for buses and pedal cycles approaching from the right. C. Give way to buses and pedal cycles approaching from the right. D. Buses and pedal cycles should look right. B. Look out for buses and pedal cycles approaching from the right. What does this sign mean? A. Beware of trams. B. Tourist attraction. C. Beware of trains. D. Level crossing. B. Tourist attraction. You're driving on a motorway and have to slow down suddenly due to a hazard ahead. How can you warn drivers behind of the hazard? A. Flash your headlights. B. Sound your horn. C. Switch on your headlights. D. Switch on your hazard warning lights. D. Switch on your hazard warning lights. How should you rejoin the motorway after a breakdown on the hard shoulder? A. Keep your hazard lights flashing until you have safely rejoined the carriageway. B. Wait until a vehicle in the left-hand lane signals to you that it's safe to rejoin. C. Move straight out into the left-hand lane as you are not allowed to drive on the hard shoulder. D. Build up speed on the hard shoulder before looking for a safe gap in the traffic. D. Build up speed on the hard shoulder before looking for a safe gap in the traffic. Where will you see these red and white markers? A. Approaching a concealed level crossing. B. Approaching a concealed speed limit sign. C. Approaching the end of a dual carriageway. D. Approaching the end of a motorway. A. Approaching a concealed level crossing. When should you use the left-hand lane of a motorway? A. When your vehicle breaks down. B. When you're overtaking slower traffic in the other lanes. C. When you're making a phone call. D. When the road ahead is clear. D. When the road ahead is clear. When may front fog lights be used? A. When an audible warning device is used. B. When they aren't as bright as the headlights. C. When they're fitted above the bumper. D. When visibility is seriously reduced. D. When visibility is seriously reduced. You're waiting in a traffic queue at night. How can you avoid dazzling drivers behind you? A. Use the parking brake and foot brake together. B. Use the parking brake and release the foot brake. C. Keep your foot on the foot brake. D. Balance the clutch with the accelerator. B. Use the parking brake and release the foot brake. You are turning left at a junction and see this sign. What does it mean? A. You are at a crossroads. B. You are at a roundabout. C. You cannot turn here. D. You are at a staggered junction. A. You are at a crossroads. You're following a lorry on a wet road. What should you do when spray makes it difficult to see the road ahead? A. Drop back until you can see better. B. Put your headlights on full beam. C. Keep close to the lorry, away from the spray. D. Speed up and overtake quickly. A. Drop back until you can see better. Which type of glasses would make driving at night more difficult? A. Half moon. B. Bifocal. C. Round. D. Tinted. D. Tinted. When may a passenger travel in a car without wearing a seatbelt? A. When they're exempt for medical reasons. B. When they're sitting in the rear seat. C. When they're under 1.5 meters, 5 feet, in height. D. When they're under 14 years old. A. When they're exempt for medical reasons. You're driving at night with your headlights on main beam. A vehicle is overtaking you. When should you dip your headlights? A. Before the vehicle starts to pass you. B. Sometime after the vehicle has passed you. C. Only if the other driver dips their headlights. D. As soon as the vehicle passes you. D. As soon as the vehicle passes you. When may you cross a double solid white line in the middle of the road? A. To pass traffic that's queuing back at a junction. B. To pass a car signaling to turn left ahead. C. To pass a road maintenance vehicle traveling at 10 miles per hour or less. D. To pass a vehicle that's towing a trailer. C. To pass a road maintenance vehicle traveling at 10 miles per hour or less. Why should you make sure that your indicators are cancelled after turning at a junction? A. To avoid flattening the battery. B. To avoid damage to the indicator relay. C. To avoid dazzling other road users. D. To avoid misleading other road users. D. To avoid misleading other road users. You've just passed your driving test. What's the maximum authorized mass, MAM, of any trailer that you can tow? A. 5,500 kilograms. B. 3,500 kilograms. C. 4,500 kilograms. D. 6,500 kilograms. B. 3,500 kilograms. What does this sign mean? A. Riding of pedal cycles prohibited. B. Separated track and path for pedal cycles and pedestrians. C. Parking place for pedal cycles. D. Mandatory with-flow pedal cycle lane. D. Mandatory with-flow pedal cycle lane. How can you plan your route before starting a long journey? A. Use a route planner on the internet. B. Consult a travel agent. C. Check your vehicle handbook. D. Ask your local garage. A. Use a route planner on the internet. What's the meaning of this sign? A. School crossing patrol. B. National speed limit. C. Waiting restrictions. D. No entry. C. Waiting restrictions. What does this motorway sign mean? A. Temporary maximum speed 50 miles per hour. B. Temporary minimum speed 50 miles per hour. C. No services for 50 miles. D. Obstruction 50 meters, 164 feet, ahead. A. Temporary maximum speed 50 miles per hour. What does this sign mean? A. Leave motorway at next exit. B. Lane for heavy and slow vehicles. C. All lorries use the hard shoulder. D. Rest area for lorries. B. Lane for heavy and slow vehicles. You're driving on the motorway. Which lane should you get into well before you reach your exit? A. The right-hand lane. B. The hard shoulder. C. The left-hand lane. D. The middle lane. C. The left-hand lane. You're on a motorway. What should you do if there's a red cross showing on the signs above your lane only? A. Don't continue in that lane. B. Continue in that lane and look for further information. C. Pull onto the hard shoulder. D. Stop and wait for an instruction to proceed. A. Don't continue in that lane. What does this sign mean? A. Waiting prohibited 24 hours a day for only 2 days, the 1st of May and the 30th of September. B. Waiting prohibited 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, for 4 consecutive months. C. Parking prohibited 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, for 4 consecutive months. D. Entry prohibited 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, for 4 consecutive months. B. Waiting prohibited 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, for 4 consecutive months. What does the following sign mean? A. Only motor vehicles are allowed. B. No overtaking. C. No motor vehicles. D. No motor vehicles except solo motorcycles. D. No motor vehicles except solo motorcycles. You're traveling on a motorway in England. When must you stop your vehicle? A. When signaled to stop by a roadwork supervisor. B. When signaled to stop by a pedestrian on the hard shoulder. C. When signaled to stop by a driver who has broken down. D. When signaled to stop by a traffic officer. D. When signaled to stop by a traffic officer. What should you do to avoid fuel spillage? A. Check that your fuel gauge is working. B. Check that your filler cap is securely fastened. C. Check that your tank is only 3/4 full. D. Check that you've used a locking filler cap. B. Check that your filler cap is securely fastened. How should a load be carried on your roof rack? A. Visible in your exterior mirror. B. Securely fastened with suitable restraints. C. Loaded towards the rear of the vehicle. D. Covered with plastic sheeting. B. Securely fastened with suitable restraints. When will a new car need its first MOT test? A. When it's 5 years old. B. When it's 1 year old. C. When it's 3 years old. D. When it's 7 years old. C. When it's 3 years old. What does this sign warn you about? A. Water spillage on road. B. Side winds. C. Soft verges. D. Slippery road. C. Soft verges. You service your own vehicle. How should you dispose of the old engine oil? A. Take it to a local authority site. B. Put it in your dustbin. C. Tip it into a hole in the ground. D. Pour it down a drain. A. Take it to a local authority site. What should you do if the vehicle starts reversing off the driveway? A. Speed up and drive through quickly. B. Drive through as you have priority. C. Sound your horn and be prepared to stop. D. Move to the opposite side of the road. C. Sound your horn and be prepared to stop. You're approaching a mini roundabout. What should you do if a long vehicle in front signals left but positions over to the right? A. Sound your horn. B. Keep well back. C. Follow the same course as the lorry. D. Overtake on the left. B. Keep well back. What will help you to move off on a snowy surface? A. Using the parking brake and foot brake together. B. Using a high engine speed. C. Using a higher gear than normal. D. Using the car's lowest gear. C. Using a higher gear than normal. What does this arm signal mean? A. The driver intends to turn right. B. The driver is slowing down. C. The driver wishes to overtake. D. The driver intends to turn left. D. The driver intends to turn left. What does a red traffic light mean? A. You should stop unless turning left. B. Proceed with care. C. You must stop and wait behind the stop line. D. Stop, if you're able to brake safely. C. You must stop and wait behind the stop line. Question 36. Which sign means turn left ahead? C. What's the national speed limit on motorways for cars and motorcycles? A. 30 miles per hour. B. 50 miles per hour. C. 60 miles per hour. D. 70 miles per hour. D. 70 miles per hour. What must you do when you're overtaking a car at night? A. Flash your headlights before overtaking. B. Select a higher gear. C. Switch your headlights to main beam before overtaking. D. Make sure you don't dazzle other road users. D. Make sure you don't dazzle other road users.